While listening to music on the train, a man noticed another man who appeared to be scared. The frightened man was running down a dead-end street and came face to face with some shadows. He tried to talk to them, but instead, but what now? He got a pitiful death. The end like nothing. A pleasant morning in the cornfield and a man named Joe takes his goods to sell. Now he is working in the garage and suddenly someone from his back tries to threaten him. He was Kyle, his son, who got scared because Joe had felt him. Kyle started asking how he knew it was him and why always he wins. Kyle was telling him about the mask and Sarah said it was a gift from his friend because he had arrived from a trip. Sarah yelled at Joe because his face was creepy. They had a little family chit-chat and Kyle asked to help Joe with his work. Sarah told them to be on time for dinner. When she turned, they frightened her. At night she was reading a book and suddenly on TV the news of the man's murder was in the air, and when she heard it she was scared. She tried to talk with Joe. Kyle came, and Joe took him to let him sleep. Kyle was sleeping, and Joe checked the cameras. Sarah was still curious about the murder, and they were scared of their hard past, but Joe told her that everything would be alright. They were living in the golden time because they had everything that a happy married life needs, for what every man desires to have. At night she again saw another murder case with the same circumstance, but Joe was still silent. It was Kyle's birthday the next day. They had a wonderful time together, blowing out the candles, and Joe sang a song with a guitar. Kyle got his presents and he was happy. Sarah said, "I love you, both of you," and they had warm hugs. At night he suddenly woke up and told Sarah to stay there. Downstairs he looked around and saw the shadows behind the windows. Suddenly he got attacked. Joe also got an attack on his chest and he was crying to see his world dying on the floor. Suddenly the police siren made them hurry, and after checking Joe they disappeared when the police came in. In the frozen room, Joe suddenly took a breath, but suddenly he fell and got unconscious. When he opened his eyes, he was in the room and the nurse tried to talk to him, but he again became unconscious. Now when he woke up the doctor told him to relax, and on Joe's asking, they told him that his wife and son were dead. The two officers were coming to investigate. Mike and Emma introduced themselves and Mike tried to ask about the incident and the attackers, but he was silent, so Mike left his card. While leaving he told Emma that Joe might know the attackers and that they had to keep an eye on him tonight. Emma agreed to do that, and at night he was sitting on the roof and Emma informed on the call. Now two ward boys were taking him to say goodbye to his family, and when they reached the door, he suddenly took some needles from his body because he had a fight on the roof with ninjas. And he also made Emma unconscious and again started fighting with ninjas because the man had nothing to lose now. He was dead deep down because of his loss. Mike had also come and seen the dead bodies. He was shocked to see the number. Joe could see the boss. Joe remembered his doing and they started fighting. The boss was on the ground, and he asked how they searched them, and the boss told him that it was impossible to run from fate. Joe removed the mask, showed his real face, and killed the boss. Now he went to the frozen room and saw Sarah, his dead love, and he was broken. He went to his house and drilled the wall, took out the box and saw the picture of his family. He remembered everything, and now he burned the house of his dreams. He wore the mask and went to face fate. Sometimes it would be difficult, but would you like to stay to get the updates of his journey? Subscribe to our channel.